The news media and Washington's political class want you to think about Cuba as a place filled with casinos, rum, cigars, tourism, nightlife, mob stories, vintage cars, but that's all just a scam. Cuba has always been the absolute agricultural prize. I mean, the island sits on some of the most productive tropical farmland in the Western Hemisphere. And what's that suited for? It's suited for the crop that drives our addiction. It's suited for sugar. Cuba has the land, the climate, and the proximity to American markets to dominate it. I mean, the story starts with the Haitian Revolution when enslaved people rose up and destroyed that plantation system. The demand didn't disappear, it moved to Cuba. And suddenly the island becomes the most valuable agricultural territory on earth. By the late 1800s, American investors and expansionists, they look there and they see something obvious, an island with enormous agricultural wealth just sitting 90 miles away from us. So, American newspaper owners like Hearst, like Pulitzer, they whip up the American public against so-called Spanish atrocities in Cuba. And when the USS Maine mysteriously explodes from what is later deemed an accident, America goes and starts a war with Spain and takes over the island. Batista was basically a dictator fueled by the profits of sugar. And when Castro decided to start an uprising, the first thing they did was destroy the pipeline, the supply chain for the sugar economy there. Cuba right now is sitting as a prize for America, not just to avenge the insertion of communism by Castro, but to basically take over the land and become a massive sugar plantation once more. I mean, look, where does sugar come from? Where does Pepsi come from? Where does Coke come from? It comes from the land, it comes from the earth, it comes from plantation economies like Cuba.